Hi, thank you for being here. Today we are journeying through a practice for days of travel, or just any day if you've spent a long time sat down, maybe working at a desk. These are some gentle stretches to help relieve tension from the lower back, to release tension from the neck and from the shoulders, and to help elongate the side body. So we're actually going to start this practice standing. So if you want to come to find your feet, bringing them about hip distance apart to begin. And we'll just take a nice big breath in, reaching the arms out nice and wide. And as we exhale, sigh the breath out, return the arms beside you. We'll take an inhale again, reaching the arms up towards the sky. The right hand is going to take hold of the left wrist. And as we breathe out, we're going to take a little lean over towards the side. So you can either stay here, or we're going to step the left foot behind the right. You're reaching the left fingertips over your head. You're pressing out through the left hip, through the left rib cage, and taking a few deep breaths into the left side body. Using that left foot as a kickstand. We'll take another inhale here. And then as we exhale, we'll slowly release, let the arms travel down, and step that left foot back to meet the right. Changing sides, big inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Left hand takes hold of the right wrist. Start to pull that right arm over the head towards the left, and either stay here or step that right foot behind the left. Think of creating a big crescent moon shape with the body. Take a few deep breaths into the right side rib cage. And we'll take another inhale, maybe reaching a little bit further with the fingers. And as we exhale, prepare to release, bringing the arms down and step the feet back to hip distance apart. And we'll inhale, raise the arms up towards the sky. And this time, as you exhale, interlace the hands and place them to the back of the head, pointing the elbows outward. And as we breathe in, we're going to let the head drop back into the hands, lifting the gaze, look up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to take a soft bend through the knees, curl the back, and draw the chin towards the chest. And we breathe in, let the elbows open, widening back out. And we exhale, rounding into the back, drawing the chin towards the chest. Twice more with the breath. And we'll slowly start to release, bringing the hands behind the back to an interlaced position. Squeeze the palms together. Pull the shoulder blades together behind the back, and then peeling the chin away from the chest. Take a deep breath, filling up the heart space. And then we're going to start to fold forward. So take a bend through the knees, bring the belly down towards the thighs, and send the hands up into the air. Let the back of the neck lengthen and the crown of the head become heavy. And the belly to rest towards the thighs, and the hands continue to pull up and over. We'll take a breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll take a deeper bend into that left knee and see if the left shoulder can travel over towards the left knee. And you lift the gaze, look up towards your right shoulder. And we slowly release, taking the bend into the right knee. Bring the right shoulder over towards the right knee and lifting the gaze to look up towards the left shoulder. Taking another breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly release. Keep a big bend through both knees, let the hands dangle down. Maybe finding opposite elbows, we come into a ragdoll. And just start to rock the body from side to side. Finding some decompression for the lower spine, releasing the back. Maybe a little shake of the head left to right, up and down, relaxing any tension in the neck. And spending a few moments here, swaying the body, rocking the body. And we're going to come down towards the mat now. So bringing the hands down and just welcoming yourself down onto all fours. And we're going to take a breath in, reaching the right arm into the air. And as we start to reach the arm over the head, we're going to start to sit the hips back towards the heels. So as you breathe in, you travel forwards, reaching the right arm up. And as you breathe out, you reach the right arm over the head and sit back towards the right heel. Last time, we breathe in, arm reaches up. And then exhale, we reach to sit back. We breathe in, sending that right arm all the way back up. And as we exhale, we rotate, threading that right arm through, coming down onto the right shoulder. You can stay here, or maybe that left hand comes to interlace with the right, and then press down into that right palm and feel that twist deepen into the back, maybe feeling the skin broaden between the shoulder blades, and stretch into the back of the arm. And taking another inhale. And then we exhale, release, left hand comes down, send that right arm all the way back into the air. Big breath in, we twist, and big breath out, we return to tabletop. And the opposite side, left arm will rise on the inhale, and as you exhale, sit the bum back towards the left heel, reach that left arm towards the top of your mat. Twice more, inhale, we lift. Exhale, we reach to sit back. Last time, inhale. Exhale, long through the side of the body. As we inhale, reaching the arm back up. And as we exhale, take that big thread through and under. Left shoulder comes down, left cheek rests down. Take your option to stay here, or right hand interlace with the left and push down into that left palm. Take a few breaths wherever you are, beginning to nurture your body to release that tension which might have built up. And we slowly release, press down through that right hand, raise that left arm into the air, big inhale. And then as we exhale, we return to our tabletop position. We're going to step into a low lunge now, bringing that right foot forwards between the hands. And we're going to lift the hands up now onto the right thigh, and then lifting the belly up and away from the hip crease. That right hand stays on the thigh, gently pressing it forwards. The left arm is going to reach up into the air. We'll take a little side lean over. Again, thinking of that crescent moon shape. Feel the stretch now all the way from the left knee through to the left fingertips. We'll take another inhale. And then as we exhale, just a gentle twist, left hand to the outside of the right thigh and reaching that right arm back behind you. And keep pressing the left thigh bone forwards and down. And then we slowly release. Hands come down, slide the right knee back, and we're just going to take it straight through to the opposite side. The left foot's going to step forwards back to our low lunge position. Bring the hands onto the thigh and then lift the body up and away. And when you're steady, left hand starts to press forwards, right arm starts to reach into the air. We take that little side lean, directing the fingers over the head towards the left. Take a breath in from that right knee through to the right fingertips. And we'll slowly soften out, bringing the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Left arm starts to reach back. Maybe the gaze shifts to look with that thumb. And last inhale. And then as we exhale, we release. Both hands come down to the mat once more. Left leg slides back. We're going to bring that right leg forwards again. This time the knee is going to travel towards the wrist. We're going to prepare to take our pigeon. So that left leg will slide back. Left thigh bone rolls down towards the mat. You can place a block underneath that right hip to help keep the pelvis square. You can either stay up on the hands or start to walk forwards, melting down. And take in a few slow breaths here, stretching into that space of the hips and the glute. We'll slowly release, walking back up onto the hands. We're going to take the weight into that right side and then bring that left leg around. We cross the left shin in front of the right, and we're going to fold forwards here into this double pigeon shape. So walking the hands away, it might just be the chin lowering towards the chest, or the belly might be traveling down to that space between the thighs. And take a few moments just to breathe softly, reminding your body to relax. And then we'll slowly start to release, walking the hands back in, and we're going to take that to the opposite side. So you can sweep your right leg around and leave the left leg in front. We're going to set back up into our pigeon on the opposite side. So remember, a block or a cushion can always come in underneath this left hip. We roll that right hip down towards the ground, and then we walk the hands forwards and start to melt the forehead towards the ground. Taking a few slow breaths again here. And we'll begin to release, walking back up onto the hands. Take the weight over into that left side, and then sweep that right leg round in front. Bring the right shin down in front of the left leg. We're going to take that fold forwards again. Hands down in front, either just bowing the chin towards the chest or start to walk the hands further away. Maybe you come down onto the forearms. And keeping the belly nice and soft here, breathing slowly. And then we'll slowly release, walking the hands back up, uprighting the spine. And we're going to come back to a standing position. So take your time here, help yourself back to your 2 feet. Maybe tucking the toes, walking the hands back, and then rolling up with a nice big bend through the legs, chin towards the chest. There's no rush. And you feel the spine begin to stack, finding steadiness, finding sturdiness, stability from the ground as you come to stand. And just taking a moment to close down through the eyes and take a breath in. And take a breath out. And we'll just take a few little closing stretches for the neck. And so let the left ear start to travel over towards the left shoulder. The shoulders stay down and heavy, maybe a light squeeze of the shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, let the chin travel along the chest until the right ear comes over towards the right shoulder. And we exhale, rainbow in the chin back through the middle, left ear traveling back towards the left shoulder. And we'll take that a few more times, just alternating from side to side. And the next time the left ear comes towards the left shoulder, you're going to hold here, and you can stay exactly as you are. Or that left hand might come up and rest on the outside of the right ear. The right arm extends away, flexing the wrist, pushing away through the palm. And keep that right shoulder drawing down. And then we'll release, bringing the right arm to bend behind the back with the palm facing out. Swap that left hand to the back of the head, and then start to draw the chin down towards the left shoulder. You might feel the sensation of the stretch travel more round towards the back of the neck now. We'll slowly release, bringing the left ear back towards the left shoulder. Release the left arm. Release the right arm, bringing the chin back towards the center. And then we reset to go to the opposite side. Letting the right ear travel back towards the right shoulder. Either staying here or right hand comes to rest on the outside of the left ear. And gently extending the arm away and pushing through the palm, flexing through the wrist. A few soft breaths. And then starting to release that left arm, bringing it behind the back. Bring the right hand to the back of the head and then start to turn the chin down towards the right shoulder, long through the back of the neck, gaze downward. And keep pulling that left shoulder away. Imagine that left shoulder blade sliding down the side of the spine. And then we'll slowly start to release. Right ear back to the right shoulder as the right arm relaxes. And then bringing the chin back towards the chest as the left arm relaxes. And slowly lifting, coming back to a neutral position. And we're going to take a few moments now just to release any stagnant energy from the body which might have built up while we've been seated throughout our day of travel. So we're going to begin with a little bit of tapping. So maybe starting with the right fingertips. You can use all the fingers or just two. And just beginning to tap around the right shoulder and down the right arm, into the back of the hand, the palm of the hand, and up the inside of the arm. You down underneath the armpit and down the side of the body. And we'll take it over across the chest, maybe tapping with both hands now, along the collarbones, down the rib cage, underneath the chest, down into the belly, down towards the hips, tapping around the top of the hips. And then begin to tap back up the front line of the body. And we'll take it to the opposite arm. Again, just gently tapping down one side and then up into the other side. Raising the arm into the air, begin to tap around and underneath the armpit and into the side of the body, down towards the hips. And this time taking both hands to tap up the back as far as you can reach, along the length of the spine. And back down, up and down a few times. Just starting to create a little bit of movement in this area. And bringing the hands to tap around the glutes and the fleshy part of the bum, and around the front of the hips. And then we'll tap down the front of the legs, the front of the thighs, and down the front of the shins, and down into the tops of the feet. And then we'll come back up the back of the legs, back of the knees, back of the thighs. And we'll come all the way back up the front of the body, up towards the chin, tapping along the jawline, and tapping along the cheeks, the cheekbones, over the bridge of your nose, up into the eyebrow center, and across the forehead and temples, up towards the top of the head, and around the back of the head. All the way back down, and then just beginning to give the body a little bit of a shake out from the wrists. Let the arms shake, and then maybe beginning to bounce a little bit. Let the body become a little bit free. Maybe you want to make it a little bit bigger. Jumping on the spot, jogging on the spot. And just take a few moments here. We're just going to do this for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, let that movement become smaller, for 1, and then just that final bit of release. We're just going to create a flat palm, and we're going to just gently wipe down the areas of the body, and visualizing that you are wiping off any stagnant, stuck energy from each part of yourself. All that time you've spent traveling or seated, any energy that has built up slowly over the day or the night, and just let it be free from the body, and wiping across all parts of the self. And then when you've finished, bringing the arms just beside the body, take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, big sigh. And gently blinking the eyes back open when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me for this short practice. I will see you again soon.